Hey guys, welcome back to Elli-May's Smoked Barbecue. Today we're going to be smoking a spare rib. This thing's about 5.5 pounds, picked it up from Kroger. Got it on sale a couple weeks ago. I think we paid like $1.99 a pound. We're not going to do a whole lot of trimming to it because we're just basically going to be eating it ourselves, but we are going to trim some of the loose fat off the back side of it. But typically, if you were going to compete, you'd do a St. Louis cut on it. Flip it over, cut this flap of meat off the back, clean it up a little bit, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to take some of this extra fat, just kind of get it out of the way, because we're obviously not going to be eating this, so we'll just trim this right off here, and then some of this loose fat here, just kind of pull it off, but we're going to save all that meat, leave all that meat on there, and it's actually not bad eating, so leave that on there. And then probably just leave this loose flap of meat just kind of flapping around on there as well. Today we're going to be using our pork rub that we typically use on our pork butts on this rib today, and we're going to do it in the drum smoker, the Bronco drum smoker with some Royal Oak lump coal, and we're going to use Applewood today. There's a couple different camps on ribs, 221, 321. You hear a lot of that. I've done both methods, they both work great. Kind of got away from that now. Look for color, bark, how's the meat pulling away from the bone, and then wrap it and check it periodically through the wrap for tenderness. And we're also going to be spritzing it with a 50-50 mixture of apple juice and water as we go along. Keep it moist. Probably run the smoker around 250 today, maybe 275. Probably gonna take every bit of 6 hours. This is, like I said, 5.5 pound rack of ribs. So what we're going to do is get it seasoned up really good. Let it sit here for a while the smoker reaches temp. So it's a big rack of ribs. So what we're going to do, make life easier, turn it sideways. Just get a nice coat of seasoning on it. The seasoning has some sugar, brown sugar, kosher salt, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, celery seeds, some coriander, cayenne pepper, granulated garlic. Really good seasoning. A little bit of paprika for color. And then it's a fairly new rub that we've created. We want to use it a couple times. Get this nice and seasoned. Both sides. So we're going to get this thing good and seasoned. Let it sit here for about 20 minutes while the smoker heats up. We'll get it on the smoker, let it roll 45 minutes to an hour, check it, spritz it, and then once we get the color and the bark that we're looking for, we'll wrap it in some foil, put it back on there to finish off. And then at the very end, last 30 minutes or so, we'll glaze it with our sauce, and then bring it in, cut it up. So we're going to sit here, going to get the smoker ready, and then once we get that ready and done on the smoker, we'll bring you back, and then we'll check it out. So stay tuned. All right guys, welcome back. We just put the rack of ribs on the drum smoker, and we're looking at about 270 degrees when we put it on. We're going to let it go for about an hour, and then we'll hit it with a spritz of 50% water apple juice mixture, and then probably do that every 30 minutes or so until we get the color we want, and then we'll get it wrapped. But there it is, and once we get it to where we're ready to wrap it, we'll bring you back. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. The rib's been going for about an hour, and as you can see, we're starting to get some great color, great bark. So what we're going to do now is just kind of spritz it with 50% apple juice, water mixture. Keep this thing moist as we're cooking it. We'll let it go about another 30 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and we'll hit it again, and we'll do that about every 45 minutes till we get the color we want and the bark we want. But there you have it. I want to get this thing close so we don't lose much heat, and we've been running around 270 degrees. So stay tuned. We'll bring you back when we're ready to get her wrapped and get her off. Guys, welcome back. We got the ribs. It's the color we're looking for. It's got nice bark formed on it, and we went ahead and pulled it so we can get it wrapped. And as you can see, the meat's starting to pull away from the bones a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to get them wrapped. We're going to, as you can see, a layer of brown sugar and some squeezed butter. Love this stuff. Whoever invented it is a genius, but love squeezed butter. So we got brown sugar and some butter. Now you can put some honey on there if you want. We're not going to do that. today. We've done it before. I mean, there's numerous things you can do with this, but today we're just doing the brown sugar and the butter. So we're going to go ahead and get this meat side down, then we'll do the same thing to the back side of it, the bone side. But you can see, look how nice these things look. So we're going to get this laid right in here, and what's going to happen is this stuff's going to caramelize and make this a nice sweet rib. So we've got that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some brown sugar on this side. And this is a light brown sugar. You can use any kind of, you can use the dark brown sugar or the light, it's all the same as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out of the bag, so you got to help it a little bit. We're going to coat that brown sugar, and then we'll get this wrapped up and we'll get it back on the smoker. Now we can pull these off. They've been on just a little bit over 3 hours, so looks like we're going to be close to the 3-2-1 method before these things are done. So that should do with that. We're going to put a little bit of butter on here. Help this sugar caramelize a little bit. Parquet squeezed butter, man. Nothing better. I'm sure there's a million people out there that would disagree with me, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the way to go. So there you have it. That should do it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get this wrapped up, throw it back on the smoker, probably a couple more hours at least, and then we'll, probably after an hour or so, we'll open it up, see kind of where we're at, check for tenderness and stuff. But then once we get it to the tenderness we want, we'll bring it back out. We'll put some of our favorite barbecue sauce on it, let it caramelize for a little while, and then bring it inside and open them up and see what they look like. So this is where we're at, aluminum foil. So I'm gonna get it wrapped, get it back out there. So we'll see you guys in a few. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Just pulled the ribs off the smoker, and as you can see, they got some great color, some great bark. Super tender. I cannot wait to dig into these things here in just a bit. But as you can see, these things, I mean, this bone just is gonna come right out of there. See how that just pulls apart. Just ridiculously tender. That bone comes right out of there. Whoops, drop that bad boy. And you can just see, nice smoke ring on there. Let's get a little bite. Oh man, super tender, super juicy. Cook time, total cook time is probably right around 5 hours, 5.5 hours. So, and like I said, it's about a 5 1/4, 5.5 pound rack of Spareribs. We did really no trimming, very little prep to it. Used our pork butt rub on it, and then we threw it on the Oklahoma Joe's drum smoker using a little bit of a Royal Oak lump coal and some Applewood, and then we spritzed it after the first hour, about every 45 minutes, with a mixture of 50-50 water apple juice. And then probably right around 3 hours into the cook, we wrapped it, and then put some brown sugar and some butter in the wrap with it, and then gave it that great nice bark, sweet bark. So there you have it. If you like what you see, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video. For now, we are going to cut this thing up and enjoy it. So stay tuned, take care, be safe.